The Starfruit Tree. Eat one fruit, pay a nugget of gold. Long ago, in a quiet riverside village, two brothers were left to fend for themselves after their parents passed away. The elder brother, Bao, was greedy and ambitious. The younger brother, An, was kind-hearted, patient, and content with little, dividing the inheritance. When they divided their parents' property, Bao seized all the rice fields, buffaloes, and valuables. He left nothing but a small yard with a single starfruit tree and the old thatched hut beside it, and accepted this without complaint. He tilled the tiny plot, cared for the tree, and earned his living selling its fruit. The golden bird. One autumn morning, as dew still clung to the leaves, a magnificent bird, its feathers shimmering like molten gold, swooped down and began eating the ripe starfruit. Startled, Anne pleaded gently, "Beautiful bird, please don't eat all the fruit. I need some to sell for rice." To his amazement, the bird answered in a clear human voice, "Eat one fruit, I'll repay you with gold. Sew a bag 3 handspans wide, bring it tomorrow, and I will show you where treasure lies. But remember, take only what the bag can hold." Though astonished, Anne trusted the bird and stitched a bag exactly 3 handspans across. A journey to the island of gold. At dawn, the next day, the bird returned and climbed onto its broad back, and the bird soared over glittering waves to a distant island. Inside a hidden cave, heaps of gold gleamed like frozen sunlight. The bird warned once more, "Take only what your bag can carry. Do not be greedy." Anne filled the small bag and no more. The bird flew him safely home. With that gold, Anne repaired his house, bought seed, helped neighbors in need, and lived simply, never boasting of his fortune. The elder brother's envy. Soon the village buzzed with curiosity. How had the once poor younger brother become so comfortable? Bao confronted Anne, who honestly told the story of the golden bird. Covetous, Bao demanded to trade properties, offering all his broad rice fields in exchange for the humble yard with the starfruit tree. Anne, unsuspecting, agreed. Greed brings ruin. Bao waited eagerly. When the golden bird appeared, it repeated the familiar rhyme. "Eat one fruit, I'll repay you with gold. Sew a bag 3 handspans wide, bring it tomorrow." But Bao secretly stitched an enormous bag, many times larger than 3 handspans. The next day he climbed onto the bird's back, traveled to the island, and stuffed the bag with far more gold than he could ever carry. The return flight was heavy and perilous. The bird struggled against the sea wind and warned Bao to lighten the load, but he clutched the bulging bag tighter. Halfway across the ocean, the weight dragged them down. The bird tilted, the bag burst open, and a cascade of gold spilled into the waves. Bao, still clutching for treasure, tumbled into the sea and disappeared forever. Aftermath and lesson. When news of his brother's fate reached Anne, he mourned but did not rejoice. He continued his modest life beneath the starfruit tree, sharing his harvest with neighbors and travelers. Moral: those who live kindly and know contentment will be blessed, while those consumed by greed will lose everything. The golden bird and the island of treasure are symbols of life's rewards and temptations. True wealth lies in humility and generosity. The end.